Good morning and welcome back. Today we have Fadoul from Farah and Farah joining us. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
I am excited to have a really interesting and exciting opportunity happening, a scholarship opportunity. What's going on?
So Farah and Farah is doing a scholarship called the Empowering Greatness Scholarship. And it's a laptop giveaway for high school seniors in Georgia so that they can get a laptop to help further their education and give them resources to help them educate themselves and help them build their education and knowledge.
Okay, and so I have to ask, how many laptops are being given away?
So it's going to be 5 laptops total, and we'll be giving them across the state of Georgia.
Okay, and so for kids wanting to apply, how old do they have to be? What are the requirements to apply to win one of these 5 laptops available?
So the requirements, you have to be a high school senior. You have to attend a Title I school in Georgia. You have to demonstrate academic excellence as well as commitment to community service. And there will also be an essay submission that you'll have to do.
Okay, and so I have to ask, this is not your first time doing this. Why is it so important to keep serving kids, especially in Title I schools? Why does that matter so much to Farah and Farah?
So Farah and Farah, this scholarship is goes beyond our legal services and is a way to give back to our communities. And our kids are the future. And so any way that we can help our kids grow and learn will ultimately impact the communities. And so this is a part or a way for those kids to gain access to resources that they might not have otherwise, and to use those resources to educate themselves, to empower themselves, and to not only give back to their families, but to also give back to the communities that they serve.
I think that really is the truth. I mean, children are our future. We want to empower them early. And so this is something you guys have done for quite some time. What is that feedback that you get when these kids win these laptops? How does that feel for Farah and Farah?
So it's a great feeling. Last year we had a winner. She came by the office and picked up her laptop, and her mom was there. And it was such a great experience. She was so excited to have the laptop and those resources. Her mom was so proud of her. And so it meant a lot to be able to see a young student get access to those resources and to be able to use those resources to help herself and to help her pursue her dreams and her education so that she can give back to her community.
That is incredible. And so I have to ask, when is this over? When do folks have to have their submissions in by?
So the laptop giveaway will be in May. So they need to apply by the end of April. We'll have a committee that will review the essays and go over the applications to determine the winners.
Okay, and then lastly, how do people apply? Is there a website? Do they go like a page? Where do they need to go?
So they go to the Farah and Farah website.
Okay.
You can just type in Empowering Greatness in Google, Farah and Farah.
And I'll make sure I put that in our web article so you can go on 41 NBC and you can click that link and just get on there as well.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You just go on, apply. You'll have to submit an essay, and then once we get everything in, our team will review it and then determine the winners sometime in May.
All right, and so I have to ask, you've been a part of this for a while. What is your favorite part about this scholarship opportunity or seeing these winners? What means the most to you?
So I love to see these students, be granted an opportunity to have access to resources that they might not have access to otherwise. So they get access to these really nice laptops. They're able to use it. I know how important that is to have in college. Mm-hmm. It's a necessity nowadays.
It is a necessity nowadays, especially.
Yeah, and so to be able to give them access to that, it's really gratifying to see them be able to use those resources to help themselves and then ultimately help the communities that they live in and serve.
That is incredible. Now, if you'd like to find out more, head on over to our website, 41nbc.com, and that link that Alex talked about, we'll have that in our web article as well, so you can just click on that and apply. Remember, you need to have that application in by the end of the month, and then winners will be selected in May. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, and make sure you check out that web article on 41nbc.com.